going on, everyone? Welcome back along to GRM, and it's our final match on the road for season number 5. We're up against the Brisbane Islanders / what are they called? Sheffield Spartans. So for the second week in a row, we're up against the Spartans team who hasn't had their name changed. So today we're going to go by what they are, the Brisbane Islanders. It is season number 5 of GRM. Welcome back along to the series. I hope you're all enjoying this series on this amazing game as well. And we're about ready to kick this off. A huge game, our final away match of the season. You see the Islanders in the pink, and it's the Invaders in the red and predominantly yellow as well on the right. So let's go. Let's get this game underway. Big game, massive match here for the Invaders season. It was a terrible loss last week against the what were Capitals at the time. We did tweak ever so slightly our strategy going into this one, but it was a bizarre game that we never should have ever lost. There's a terrible kick away from Joe. Finds a fairly average 10 metres or so. These guys have just turned over our line out, which is a bad start, but these guys are way down the bottom. I think at 32nd overall on the table, so I'd expect us to put these guys absolutely to the sword. And nothing less as well. Here is Brocky. Big kick from Bonicia. There's a mistake at the back by Adenji, whatever his name is. He stuffed up. And he's eventually cleared that ball away up to only the 22. Now we win our line out. Henano at the back. Goes to Carter. Oh, intercept. Almost. It didn't come off. And the Invaders hang on to the ball. Here's Mayo, flat ball, Phil, away out wide, O'Neill Brown, first try. That's all we want, that's all we know, that is what we expect from the Invaders. 3 minutes in, try time on the board. Brocky from way out on the right hand side, he's going to close it across the face, and it's going to be unsuccessful. His kicking has left a lot to be desired this season, hasn't it, poor old Brock? But his general play has been exceptional. Here is Carter. Just smashing the return straight off the kickoff. And once again, Adenji is going to... Oh, big mistake there. Who was that? I think that was Lior, who's made a nightmare of a mistake there. Returns the line out over. It's advantage for the knock-on. We're going to fire it away to Brock, who's going to smash this one nicely into touch. We are... Well, we haven't really been tested. We do have the scrum feed, though. And we have to put in... Henano goes away to Carter, standing at first receiver, and he thumps that one into touch on the 10-metre line. We're only 6 minutes into this game, but we're looking comfortable. I think this is going to be one with a lot of highlights, so we'll hopefully be able to cover all of it without going too long in the video here today. Get a good highlights package going on. 6.5 gone, 5-0, Invaders lead. Well, it has been one stalemate of last 20 minutes or so between the Islanders and the Invaders. To be fair, I think the Islanders have had the better of the half so far, being camped inside our 22 for a good portion of the match so far. But now, this is probably, I think, our best chance or best territorial play of the game so far, bar the start. And that's a great play to put him in touch. The replacement hooker has gone out, and a chance for the Invaders to attack. This is what we come down here for. Good defensive pressure creates the opportunity. Here's Henano. We've got to take these. We've got to turn them into points. Out wide, O'Neill Brown. He's got another try. He is a machine at the moment. He's had a good season. He's got better and better as the season's gone on. 10-0. The Invaders, they take a commanding lead now, up to 12 over the Islanders. Well, that was really good. I'm happy with that because we were not the better team in that passage leading up to that. There's Pritchard running in behind the defence. Found his speedster O'Neill Brown, but could not set him free. A good, desperate defence there from the Islanders. Here's Brock. It's charged partially, and it bounces, sits up here for the fullback Adenji, who gets hammered in a good tackle. And they try to go short side. Joe, who's put in some terrible kicks and loses the ball. It's here for the Invaders. Sure one. Jorg of the top floats icing. Lior, he's got support. He broke a tackle. Lior, what are you doing? You don't break tackles, Lior. Open side, please, Henano. Muhammad drops it off short. Looked like there was going to be an advantage play there, but nothing come of it. Hanano's quickly over the ball. The defence doesn't quite set. This is where we can take advantage here. Hanano mustn't have been him who set scrum half. It would have been Mayo. So now we've got someone else here. Patriscu, it looks like. Inside to Evans. Haven't seen much of Phil Muhammad in this match so far. But half an hour is well over. And we have another chance. Oh, look at Leor go. He's breaking tackles for fun. He's found Jorkovic, the offload master, who has lost the ball. That is a shame. We didn't take that opportunity, and it will be Gange who kicks this one down to the man we just spoke of, Phil Muhammad, who's going to lose that ball straight. No. Oh, I thought that was for sure going to be a lost ball. We need to kick this. Don't like the sight of Patriscu all alone down that short side. Are we going to run this? Here we go, Phil! Now we're talking. We tried to shoulder charge the fullback out of the way. They don't have a fullback now, which would be handy to help, but it doesn't come our way. Line out to the Islanders. It's 12-0, and we've turned over that line out. And we got the ball straight back. I like it. We are almost at the 33rd minute, though. 12-0 is the score. We are looking good enough on attack, but these Islanders haven't shown much in attack themselves. We've shut them down, although they were camped in our 22 for a long time. They didn't really threaten, and as a result, we absorbed, kicked away, and then absorbed some more. It is advantage to them at the moment, which the ref does call back, and with 12-0 the scoreline, we will move on and see if we have any more action from the first half. Scrum-wise, that's not good. Let's forget that happened and move on. So a 22 dropout has been conceded here by the Invaders, and we've gone, a short to a knock-on, it seems there. That is a bit bizarre. So a real opportunity here for the Islanders. Again, a lot of time they spend down here, but now they get away nicely through their number 8, Budprom, who has actually made some inroads into our defence. So this is a bit of a concern. They haven't looked this dangerous before. Now they get a bit of width. Our defensive line is coming in. It's got to stay out. This guy go the way. Is he going to hold up? No, the offload, and he's over. Now that is, how do we say that? Aduindai. What a bizarre name. Ajuyui. Odd, but Jackson converts. There's some strange names on GRM. That is the joy. Joe, however, is not a strange name. And Joe has lost the ball again. That is his second in probably this last couple of passages that we have watched. Here's Jorkovic. Great pass and run from Jorkovic. I'd love to see him do that more often. Support play is beautiful there. Patriscu is on hand, but the score now 12-7. One scoring play from changing this up. We've got so many numbers out here. Carter, got to use the width. Carter gets it to, who's that out there? I'm not sure. And what is the call here from the ref? I don't even know. Scrum? Just a forward pass? Ridiculous. Ridiculous call from the ref. It probably was, to be fair, but I didn't see that. I was more trying to work out who was Zangini, I think, out wide. And that is half-time to boot. What a time that would have been to score. Would have been perfect. Here is Patriscu as he gives it away to Zangini. And look at the man go. It's advantage to the Invaders, a knock-on, and Brocky will clear our line. This is going to be an interesting matchup here, folks. It is going to go, I think, the full 80. I hope it doesn't. I hope we score a couple of tries. That's not good. All three of our front rowers have just gone up, and the Islanders are going for touch. Personally, I would have liked the 3 there, and that is a great kick as well. Carter grabs it on the sideline, but now they've got lineouts. They grab it in nicely. They use their back line. That was too easy. Turnover, Phil Muhammad. Oh, you are a legend. Phil has saved the day here for the Invaders, and away it goes to Brock, who clears this one way out and knocks the guy on the head. Would have been nice if he did that in the field of play, but I'll take it. Just starting this one, 42, almost 43 gone, and the Islanders have come out of the blocks with a hell of a hiss and a roar, scoring their try late on in the first, and they are within 5 now of the Invaders, whose season is really going down the toilet in this latter stage after a resurgent return through the guts and a knock-on. Joe is having a nightmare of a game out there, isn't he, for the Islanders? We've won the ball back, but it will be a scrum. I don't really want to watch the scrum because the last one was disgusting. That one's better. And it goes away to Brocky, who says, please remove yourselves from my half. Kick return here from Adenji, who's gone high. Good take there from Pritchard. One of the few things he's done well. Waiting for it is Petrescu. And he goes short to Lior. And luckily for them, someone is patrolling at the back. It is Green, who charges straight at the defensive line. We should be moving on. Here's not much happening. It is 12-7. The Islanders look to go wide, but Petrescu has a bit of a helping friend there in Lior, and they shut it down. Now we've got to win this. We've lost another line-out. A line-out has been our strength, but these Islanders are the better side. But that is another turnover. Mayo doing the work of the breakdown. Now coming the side, we've got numbers here. Phil lobs one. And that is lucky taken there from Zangetti. Not really the man. Hey, a box kick from Hineno. It's not bad either. Now bounce off his head. Damn it. Oh, that is a terrible kick. He's regathered though. Fair play to him. And he saved their blushes there a bit there, the Islanders. Adenji has... Uh-oh, we got an injury. I didn't quite see who that was, but it's a step inside from Wright. Wright breaks the line. He's got to beat Muhammad. And who's there but Josh Evans, who shuts that down quickly and turns the ball over. Rocky's short side. There was a terrible play. Someone is injured. Quickly out there from what looked like, I think, O'Neill Brown. A great kick from Lior. Didn't get the bounce. It's bobbling around his head. He can't seem to pick it up there. Adenji is having a nightmare at the back. And they have held on. The Islanders, this is the game-changing moment right here. And I think it is Carter. No. O'Neill Brown, I think, is 14, who is carrying the knock. We will see him off, but that is opportunity on now for outside back. I think it is the Banks. We will have to see. Here he goes there. Oh, Brock! Brock! You mean so good, Brock, but you have little glimpses of terrible there. And now our front row's gone up. Let's go forward here. We're having a terrible match. We're having a terrible late season as well. Advantage to the Islanders. 12-7 somehow. I don't know how. We still lead the game. We should be cantering home. And, but it is exciting for the neutrals, I guess. 48 gone. 12-7 is the score. Advantage is over. Good job. Well, thankfully for the Invaders, Brocky has found his kicking boots and a real opportunity to put the pressure on of a terrible pass. That line out 5 minutes out, and they have been put down in goal. But the way our scrum's been performing, I'm not confident here. We've got it out. Brock, numbers. Oh, no! That was goddamn Banks, I think. I'm still not sure who's out there because he hasn't touched the ball yet. Because he just missed a pass to score. O'Neill Brown would have put that one away. And that could have put the match away as well. They get a chance to clear. Disastrous stuff from the Invaders out wide. Can we recoup anything here? We've got away. There's a Banks. He is on. There's a Banks on the right wing. Thank goodness I know my subs a little bit. Hopefully, though, he doesn't touch the ball much more. Here's Carter. Does well, Carter, but I don't like the fact Muhammad is buried in that ruck, but he did win us that ball straight back. Good run, Kikuchi. Good God, he really put his body on the line there. Now Evans is going to try it. Doesn't quite have the same success. Here's Collis. He's got an offload away. Fair play to him. Terrible offloading going around here. It's like, I don't want it. You take it. Someone else do it. And it gets away to Lior, who split beautifully. Fullback and winger there. Good bounce on it too. Unlucky there for Carter, who was ranging up. Pressure back here on the Islanders. And they kick it away. Up to the 10-metre line, 57 minutes gone, it's still 12-7. I was trying to move through these highlights quickly in the first half because I thought the chances this could be a few tries in this, like most of our games, we've lost that ball. It's quite high, so we want to get all the action as we can in there and nothing we don't really need to see. Here come the Islanders back though, 12-7 the score. We've bombed another chance. That bright start is quickly being extinguished as the Islanders clear themselves away. And we rebuild once more from the back. Well, the kicking duel is underway, and I'm quite happy to see a kicking duel because it gives us a chance to attack from the back, but I don't like it when they chase because high balls, we are vulnerable. So I need their kicks to be long. I think we've won out on that one, though. We've done very, very nicely as we spread it through the backs. Here's Kikuchi. He knows the way. Phil Muhammad. He's got the wheels. No one, and I tell you, no one catches Phil Muhammad. Try time, Invaders. And I say already that is game, set, match right there. 17-7 right in front. Brock Bondesio nails the conversion. It is 19-7. The lead is 12. And we have just 18 minutes to go. There's a knock-on by the Islanders. And, I mean, realistically, we've got to say to ourselves now, one more try in this last quarter of an hour and a bonus point. That is the goal. Defensively, I think we've got to hold them to 7. At very best, they get 7. They do have a chance here to attack us, but we turn over their line now, which I'm quite happy with. And Charles Banks has slotted that down the tram line. Very nice kick from a Banks, and a Denji having a pretty wobbly old night. And look at Zangini! What a play from him! Haneno close to the sideline. That from Zangini was glorious to watch. They have won their own line out though, and they throw it out wide. Oh, great run there from Chen. And the first receiver. Oh, knock on. A really bad knock on too. Collis has picked it up. Bonus points try team. Come on. It banks to Brock, and here's Leoy. They got numbers. They go, oh, one more. But the player got in the way. Hey, here we go. It's Josh Evans. Fully deserved. One of the biggest team players in our squad. He is the glue that holds the forwards and the backs together. Great try, Josh Evans. That is a bonus point. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near a bonus point today, being 12-7 after about, 50-odd minutes. But we've got there. Well done, and we've lost the ball straight away. Now is probably when we relax. This has been far from a convincing result, I think, for the Invaders. It's still got a quarter of an hour to go. But if we put this one away convincingly, I would be impressed. If we can get up to 40 points or something without conceding any more, then I'll say, yeah, this was a big tick in the right boxes. Currently, this is a game we should be winning by a bit more. Good to get the win and the bonus point, but to be in a position where the game was in the balance late on or midway second half, it's not a result or not a position you really want to see a team that should be performing better in. We are slow starters, but we are normally good finishers as well. We bring it home late, like we've done again today. 26-7 the score, a lead of 19 points, but we are on the back foot. Inside our own 22, like we spent much of the game, I think. The time in the red zone stat will be very interesting to look at the end. And here come the Islanders. An offload? No, an intercept. Knock on by the Islanders. I like that. That's saved. Oh, we've lost it. We've lost the feed. That is disgusting. Look at their fullback ranging up. They go to the near side, and he just runs straight at us as well. How did Phil not turn that over? He was over that ball very quickly. But we'll stay with us. The chances here the Islanders could score if they ever want to take the ball out of the ruck. It's quite high. Oh, that was bad. Mohammed Budprom just goes for a little jog, doesn't he? A wee Sunday stroll straight between our defence. That was ugly bad. The kick is missed from Jackson, and it is now 26-12. The disappointment continues. Here is Mayo. He's the high ball master. Here is Hanano. Away to Brock. Put it away, Brock. That is it. Greatest try in GRM history. Mark it on the wall. That is 2 weeks in a row we have put away a kickoff try. That was, I think, better than the first. Eat your heart out. That was amazing. Suck on that, Islanders. That was good. If you weren't impressed by that, then you are no GRM fan. And that is a turnover as well. Bud Prom, you think you're good, son? Better get the basics right. We've just given you a schooling on the breakdown. I like this. I'm confident again now. I know. 33-12. Confidence is up, and the trash talking is up. Brocky kicks long, and a good kick from Brock. Finds touch. 71 in. We have 9 minutes to go. Result comfortably in the bag. I can now sit back and enjoy this one. But, yeah, a lot to pick on in this performance, you've got to say. 33-12 the score. We'll see what happens in the last 5 minutes, and we'll rejoin you guys for the closing of this game. I do think this is a match that if we use this sort of style of game more, the kicking game, I think we would have won by more, because this here is the reason why we've had chance after chance. They have gifted us opportunity with their poor kicking, and as a result, we are now 20 metres further upfield. Tachiscu hasn't seen much action here today. Banks, you see him in the breakdown. Here's Leo. I think it's been outstanding. Phil Muhammad as well. Gets it offload to Pritchard. It's through the back lines. Patricia out. One it goes. Gage Carter. That's another try. Carter scores. We could have 40. I said if we got 40 and they didn't score again, I'd be happy. We might have the 40. We haven't even got to the 75th minute yet. They did score again. So, what do you say? Do you say this is good? Do you say this is bad? It's a strong finish from the Invaders. But is it a good finish here? They've only scored twice. Now they're doing it to us. The kickoff play working wonders for the Islanders as well. They don't score off it though. There is just 6 minutes to go. We might as well stay with it. That's a knock on. They've re-picked it up and they'll have the scrum go down. Invaders will have to feed. The scrum has been a disappointment. The set piece overall has been terrible. We are going backwards. We've got it away to Mayo, who thumps this away straight down. Oh, a knock on. Wow. Did you see that tackle? Almost choked there, trying to swallow as I was breathing. And he just got smashed as he kicked it. With advantage against him here as the Banks. He's not really a big game scorer, is he? But he's done well there. He's hit the ball straight up. Allows us to regather our thoughts. Oh, Mohammed away to Tatriscu. Does well, to be fair to him, Tatriscu. He's a very good player. Annoyed how the front row overall goes. We've got very good players there normally. Mayo has continued on his good form. Got to be impressed by him as well. I think Hineno and Lior are definitely in the right places now. It was good to learn. Oh, that is great from Phil. He's got it away to Patriscu, who was a danger, but Phil really creates that space through the centre of the park. Really considering moving him in, eh? It's just, he's just so dangerous when he can jump in wherever. Here's Mayo. He's still got a man outside him. It is the Banks. The Banks. Scoring the Banks. Yes! Charles the Banks finally scores a try for the Invaders. He's been with us a long time, ever since day one, like most of these guys. But as a player who has never really fulfilled his potential in the side, being over 80 rated, he finally scores a try. Well done, Mr. Banks. Great to see. You struggled. You only got there by a whisker, but you made it. Fair play to him. 78.5 gone. Brocky thumps us to the sidelines. Was he in the 22? I think he was. Yeah, he was. Just 45-12. The conversion, of course, was unsuccessful. But mid-40s now. 2 tries they scored. You got to say this is an all right result. A minute to go. Final minute of the match. We never look at some stats and see what we've got in store next episode. That went sideways from Tatriscu. And we've got the ball back. Phil has been in everything in the second half. And he's run it straight to touch. So we have seconds remaining now to the back. The Island. Oh, that was a bobble from Barnes. There was definitely a bobble. But he saved himself. Oh, great run here from Jackson. Here's the goal kicker as well. Very bizarre for the tight head prop. Taking his time there. Chen. Ooh, wobbly on pass. It's gone to ground. Picked up from Hineno. And we've lost it again. So a little bit dodgy towards the end as they come wide. Jackson again. That is a turnover every day of the week. Even Sunday. And that'll be a penalty. Do we get the penalty? We do. We're going to kick it out. Away win on the road. I'm very happy. The W is back. 45-12. Convincing result in the end if you look at the scoreboard. But far from it throughout the match. I was concerned mid-second half. I thought one good play from these guys and we could choke this game. Didn't happen. They did score one more, but it was when we were up 30-odd to 7 at that point. So they did get one more back. Brock Bondesio gets the man of the match as well. We have a look at how his stats were in this matchup. But I'll take that. It was a decent result. This was good. I think Phil Muhammad coming into the game in the second half really did change the matchup. O'Neill Brown coming off probably cost us 2 tries. But overall, I'll give it a pass mark. This was some good running here. I was impressed by what a lot of players did. But there were definitely areas, especially getting into the game and building up that, what should we say, there was O'Neill Brown gunning for the corner. He's about made another one. It's just that getting into it, getting into the speed of it, getting ahead of our opponents was where we really struggled. Let's look at some stats or else I'll just ramble here all day. 45-12 the score, possession pretty much even, but again, we dominated territory. Tackle count 97 to 101. Missed tackles pretty even as well. 7 tries to 2 though, got to be happy with that. Handling errors is what led them down 13. We made half of that 6. Offloads, for once we actually over doubled our opponent in offloads, and we actually had less attacking rucks, which makes sense because, like I said, they were camped for a lot of that first half inside our 22. We won more turnovers, and of course conversions 5 out of 7. Brocky, not your best day at the office, but still man of the match, so you can't complain with him there. We conceded a lot more penalties, which is becoming a bit of an area of concern. We lost 2 lineouts, they lost 2 as well, but look at that. This shows how much we kicked, that they got 25 lineouts, we got 8. So I think if we kicked more, we would have had more chances there, because we did win that kicking battle. Definitely the duel was in our favour. They did win a tight head, but just the one, I can live with that as well. Mistakes giving us a lot of scrum feeds in that game. Times in the red zone, I should say. Yes, as I thought, 2.5 minutes to our just under 2 minutes. So they did spend a lot of time there in the first half, but we shut that game out quite nicely. Man of the match, Brocky, doing the job. 15 points, 1 try, 1 assist, 6 tackles, and 5 out of 7 from the tee as well. 3 turnovers forced. So he was a menace against this opposite number, Brocky. He did the job, he did it well at fly half to put his opposite 10 under the cosh when he decided to go for a run. Player stats now. We've been pretty disappointing recently. Can we bring it back with a good performance? Let's have a look. Tachescu and Petrescu and Pritchard all in the 30s. I like to see that. Pritchard a little bit down, just 31, but still a good rating there from him. The second row, mid-20s. Passable, but only just. I think Zengidi had glimpses of good pieces, but these guys are still both very young, and I'm more than happy to blood these guys through the squad and see them eventually bloom into great second rowers. Our back row was good. I was going to say ridiculously good. No, I think we can go for ridiculously good. Evans at 53, Kikuchi at 51, and it was Yorkwood who let them all down with only a 34. When you say only 34, you've got to be happy because 34 is still pretty good. With a 6 and a 7, Evans and Kikuchi doing well, getting in the 50s, which normally would get you man of the match as well for good performance like that. But not to be. Henano picked up a 32 as well, a good knock from him, but it was man of the match Brock Bondisio that picked up a 65.9. More good performances in the back line as well. Carter 35, Lior 35. Good to see Lior performing well. I was impressed by him. And Mayo 55 from Mayo, who just gets better and better and better. So really happy with what Mayo's producing at the moment. He's really stepping up this back line, creating space for Brock and for his wingers, who I think have, well, I think they've definitely shone with Mayo in form. We're seeing a lot more from our outside backs as well in the last couple of weeks, especially that man, Phil Muhammad, who also chipped in with a 55.3. So this is more of what I like to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players over 50. That is what I demand. That's the level we need to play at if we want to be one of the better teams in the league. O'Neil Brown as well, for his 47 minutes, picked up a 31. Very happy with that. From only half the match, he probably would have been a 40-50 player as well if he played the full 80 minutes. On come Banks, scored a try and got, all right, 15.4. He only played half an hour. Got to be happy with that. So I think overall, pass mark, tick the box. We've done all right there. A good win. We got the 40. We only let them score one more try, which I'll give a 50% pass mark to. But overall, a good day at the office against a team that you expect to put away that easily. So let's see the table now. Another 5 in the bank and see if we can, make that late push with our home run over the last few games. So 5 more points are more than welcome here for the Invaders as they move up to 40 in total now. 7 wins, 7 losses. Oh, it's hard to be pleased about that after the team we've got, the matches that we should have won that we didn't win. That's what the letdown for me is. We've got a plus points differential and 12 bonus points from 14 games, which I give that a good pass mark bonus points this season. If we didn't get those, we would be struggling. quite dramatically would be a lot down the ladder. We are 12th overall, which is just outside that top 10 that we want to be in. Where is 10th spot? Can we find 10th anywhere? Where are they? There they go. Lisbon Demons. Okay, these guys, 44 points. I mean, they got a lot better records, same bonus points. So they, oh well, they've got a winning record, I should say. One more result going on the wins column. So they're only 4 points ahead. Yeah, they could choke these last couple of games. We could sneak into that top 10, possibly get 10th spot. That is the goal. We again look at 8 to the Bloemfontein Gorillas. They're on 49. That seems unattainable now to see them drop off. And the 9th, the 10th, the 11th to all drop off as well to allow us to sneak in. But there's no excuse here. We're going for the win for the rest of the season. It will cap off a good end to the season. One disappointing result to the Sydney Spartans. But there's who we played today. The Sheffield Spartans in 29th. Just 3 wins, 11 losses. Really a team that gets smashed quite a lot. So I'll take it. A win. We needed it. The bonus points. That's a double plus on that one. Next up, who do we have? Let's have a look here. That's what we had today. 45-12. Good win there. Current round is the Invaders versus the Springfield Stars. This could be the really tough one, I think. Yes, 9th position. Well, they are 7 points ahead of us. A 9-5 record. Wow. So 2 more positive results in the win column than us. You've got to say they're favourites. They have a good points differential as well, so it's going to be a tough one. Might not be a good week's worth watch next episode if you're a fan of the Invaders. This is going to be a struggle, much like playing the Edinburgh Blues. This one, I think, could go down the same path. But we're going to give it all. I mean, we're slowly tweaking this strategy to see what we can manage. Last couple of rounds, of course, the Stars. Then the last round, we have the Berlin Blitz. Where are those guys? Exeter Blitz there. Berlin Blitz, where are you? I struggle to find these teams sometimes on this ladder. I don't think there they go. 15th. So there again, 2 very tough games to finish our season. Look at these guys. They're 15th. And they are just a few bonus points less than us. So better points differential. But they're not picking up the bonus points when they get the chances. So 2 big games. I'm not going to be surprised if we go 0-2. I'll be very happy if we go 2-0. That's a challenge. A good finish this season could see us go very nicely. We could end up, down in the 20s or close to that if we do not perform these last 2 games. Good form shown today. Can we keep it up for 2 more weeks? That is the question. And I think that's where we end today's episode of GRM. A good performance. Let's cap it off. Keep things happy there. And we'll see you all next week for our game against the Springfield Stars. That's going to be a challenge. That's going to be a real challenge, that game. As always, thanks for watching. And again, as always, thank you to the guys at GRM for allowing me to make the videos of their game here today. If you do want to get involved in the game, go to rugbymanager.com. Go there, download the client, and create your account and get a team. Simple as that. I think last time I looked, there's about 100 teams still available. So they are going still pretty quick, despite the fact that they did have that big clean out of inactive sides to allow new people to come into the game. So if you've been thinking about it, get involved, have your team, and it's a great fun to play because you never master this game. You can beat, like we did here today, the Springfield Spartans and go, yeah, that strategy looks good, but I don't think it's going to work against the Springfield Stars next episode. So we're going to have to work on that, and it's always something you continuously have to keep working at. There is no 100% winning formula, just like real life. It is very much like the real life game. So have your team, get involved, and of course you can be seen on these videos if you're lucky enough to get in my divisions as well. But for today, thank you all for tuning and watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.